Never gets old. Somebody's keeping secrets. And that's just me. That's just me. Hi, I'm Sock Marionette, doing business as bargain counter argument, and I remain a middle-aged lady in a tiara who is still counting down to Valentine's Day. It is day 5, February 5th, Thursday. It's cold outside and sunny, and I don't care because I didn't go anywhere today, and that's fine. I'm still a little tired. Yesterday I mentioned that I was tired, and I still feel like I'm coming down with something, but I don't think I actually am. Or if I am, I have a chronic condition known as staying up past my bedtime to read. And last night I finished Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles. This is number 4 in Sparrow Falls. I enjoyed it. Probably not my favorite book of the series, but that's still good. So, really liking this series. And there was a book I have out from the library. I just kind of grabbed it because I was like, oh, okay, I'll try this. Is a writer I've tried before. I decided to DNF that book because the writing style was fine. I liked the writing style, but I just was like, it wasn't the book for me, at least not at that time. So I was still keeping an eye out for this author's work. And I just checked out these 2 books. I knew that they went together. I checked them out from the library. I didn't read the back or anything. I just brought them home and I was like, if I don't like them, I'll just return them. It's not a big deal. So last night I was like, okay, I'll read the back and the first few pages and see if it's a book that I actually want to read. And for some reason, I would usually read the back first, but I actually decided to start reading the first few pages. The next thing I knew, it was 3 hours later and I had finished it and liked it. And that was Dear Reader by Tate James, which is the first book of a completed trilogy called Devil's Backbone. Really liked it a lot. I'm probably going to talk about this in an after hours video because it is a little on the darker side. But I will say I liked it and it is available on KU if you want to check it out, as is Beautiful Exile. Let's see. And so I did stay up late reading and I do feel kind of not great today. It's 3:45 in the afternoon. There was no earworm. I didn't wake up with anything going through my brain except a sort of low hum of coffee. Yeah, it's that kind of morning. So I decided that this would be a good day to just do a single recording as opposed to multiple clips. And so I will talk about the book. I did read a book though. I will talk about that. It's an advanced reader copy, as you probably saw from the title of the video, advanced review copy, advanced reader copy of a book that is coming out on the 24th of February, because after yesterday's dud from the early 80s, I decided that I wanted to move into the 21st century, and that was a good choice for today. It is a Harlequin Medical Romance, and it's a specific line called Harlequin Medical Romance. It started in 2001, and it's still ongoing, and at least as far as I know. Who knows? They might change their minds any minute now. And I, like I said, hadn't read anything from that line before. I have read Harlequin romances, Harlequin Presents, etc., that took place in medical settings or had characters who were medical professionals, doctors, nurses, anesthesiologists, x-ray technicians, whatever, but not an explicitly from the medical romance line. So I read $1 Million Baby Doc by Colette Cooper, and I really liked it a lot. I don't want to give too much detail or too many reactions. I feel okay doing those like detailed breakdowns with books that are like decades old, but for a book that hasn't even come out yet, I will just say I really, really liked it. It was a perfect antidote to this book-shaped object. Never gets old. And where we had 2 characters, they were both doctors. They were kind of well-matched professionally, and they start off as colleagues, and then they become friends, and then more. However, they're both dealing with troubled pasts, different kinds of troubled pasts that are kind of set them at odds. She has a lifelong skepticism of wealthy people, especially in light of her most recent relationship, which was with a wealthy dude who was ashamed of her background and treated her poorly. And she thinks that wealthy people are kind of just like that. And he has the opposite problem. He grew up with money and he founded a medical devices company that makes a lot of money. He's still a physician. And he had his relationship break up because his partner was just like, didn't care about him at all or their relationship. She just wanted his money. So they divorced, and now he decided that what he wanted to do was just to start over somewhere new. It's not too far away. I mean, they both take place in the UK. He's from somewhere near London, and this takes place in York. And there is awesome local color, so I enjoyed that aspect of it, as I usually do with Harlequins. And so he decided he wanted to start off with just his medical qualification and not people knowing that he came from this like fabulously wealthy background and had made a lot more money of his own. And so that is the conflict, is this class difference, and that he's keeping a secret from her. And it is told in the third person, but it's kind of alternating between their two points of view. So we have access to both of their thoughts and emotions, which is really good, I think, when there's this kind of somebody's keeping secrets. Because in a book like, oh, I threw it across the room and I can't hold it up again. A book like that one, they just... the dude's just keeping secrets because he just likes to keep secrets. Whereas this, you have access to the thought process behind the secrets that he's keeping. So that's good. And it was a very nice story about two nice people who had their issues, but wanted to work on them both for their own sakes as well as to progress with any potential romantic relationship between the two of them. So I really enjoyed that, and it was an excellent introduction to Harlequin Medical Romance. I was a little leery of the title, $1 Million Baby Doc. I was like, is it the baby who's the million? Is it the $1 Million Baby's doctor? Or what? But Baby Doc is a little not the greatest description of what they do. They're both pediatricians. So they're working with, yes, there are babies and toddlers. They're working with patients who are like, I think the youngest one is like 2 days old and the oldest is like 17. So they're working with a wide range of ages. And if you do not want to read about children in medical distress and at least a couple of instances of parental neglect, then this is not necessarily the book for you. Just warning you because, yeah, those can be issues for people. So, you should probably know that before you jump in. So I really liked that. I also enjoyed today's story from Meet Cute. Ooh, today's story is Intern by Sarah Shepard, and I will show you that's what the paper looks like. And I enjoyed this one well enough. It was a good story. It was well written, but there was just something about it that felt a little... I don't know, it just didn't speak to me emotionally. I can appreciate the technical skill and the characters, and I didn't have quite an emotional connection to it. I think maybe because I read it not too long after I finished $1 Million Baby Doc, and I felt a really good emotional connection with those characters. Not so much in this one, and that's just me. So nothing wrong with the story. That's just the where I'm coming from, I guess. I don't know. Still good. Still not unhappy with this. I haven't been unhappy with any of the stories in this book. It's just that first one was a little bit of a mismatch between what I was expecting and what I got, which will happen sometimes. And sometimes even if it's not quite hitting the spot, it's still like, oh, I respect them for doing that. I respect them for trying something different, for doing something that I wasn't expecting. So at least there's that. Okay, so that's just going to be it for today. Tomorrow's going to be Flip Through Friday. And so, having recorded this, I think I'm going to edit it and take a shower. And maybe I'll try not to read past my bedtime today. I'll let you know how I made out with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I am not the boss of you, and I hope you have a good day or night.